practice that follows is about 20 minutes long, and it's a body scan, so we're going to breathe into different parts of our body and just in that sense learn to focus on different parts of our body. So much in the same way that we've been practicing with the yoga sequences, the physical positions, when we come to a state of stillness, inactivity on the outside, we become quite aware quite quickly, I think, that our minds wander. And it's not just your mind, it's all our minds, it's my mind. And I will say that perhaps the longer I've been practicing these kind of things, the more I think I can't do it, because the more aware we become that our mind does drift away. So if your mind drifts away, it's not a problem, it's an opportunity of mindfulness, it's an opportunity to bring your attention back to where you are. So nothing is lost, and everything that we experience is part of being alive. So in that sense, we come to that idea of acceptance, of allowing things to be just as they are, not how we would like them to be, not how we think it should be, not how it could be, but just how things are right now. And that kind of arising comes or starts with our body, a sense of our body. So that's why I thought we would start with this practice now. And over the next few weeks, we'll sort of change it and go into different ways of being. So coming to a comfortable place. So like I said, you can be lying down, you can be sitting. And taking your attention to your breathing. And just noticing your breath in your body. And particularly deep down into your belly, sending your attention down through to your abdomen. And can you feel that when you breathe in, your belly rises? And can you feel that when you breathe out, your belly falls? And there's no right or wrong way of breathing. Quite quickly you might be aware, or know, or understand that your body knows how to breathe. There's no point you telling yourself how to breathe, or me telling you how to breathe. You know, on some deep level, you know. And your breath is always with you. And your breath allows you to be present, simply because we can't breathe in the past, and we can't breathe in the future. We can only breathe now, and now is here. This moment the breath comes in, this moment it leaves. And as you breathe, taking your attention down through to your feet, so both feet, the right foot and the left foot, whatever position they may be in. And just feeling your toes, any sensations that may be there, the right big toe, the left big toe, the little toes, the toes in between. There might be sensations of warmth or coolness, tingling, dampness, or numbness, or something else. And there's no right or wrong. We're just learning to feel, to be aware of sensation. And the next time you breathe in, send your breath all the way down through your body, through your legs, to your toes. And as you breathe out, let the toes go, let your breath go. The next time you breathe in, sending the breath all the way down through your body, through your legs, to your toes. And as you breathe out, you let go. And you continue to breathe. Moving your attention to the tops of your feet, the soles of your feet, the arch of your foot, your heels, the inside edges of the heels, the outside edges of the heels, your ankles, and feeling the whole of your foot, right foot, left foot. What sensations are there? There might be discomfort, or there might be nothing. It might just be ease, easiness. And the next time you breathe in, sending your breath all the way down through your body, through your legs, to your feet. And as you breathe out, you let go. Breathing into your feet. Breathing out from your feet. Being aware, resting with. And then just sending your awareness a little bit higher to your shins and your calves, the lower parts of your feet. Lower parts of your legs, I should say. Part of our body that we're not really aware of very much. Calves, the shins that attach to our knees, the kneecaps, fronts of the knees and the backs of the knees, space between and around. The weight of the knees. Sometimes our knees can feel quite uncomfortable. It's a strong, heavy joint that takes a lot of our weight, a lot of stress. How does it feel right now? Moving your attention to your thighs, from the knees all the way up through to the hips, that connection, the thighs. Fronts of the thighs and the backs of the thighs. Perhaps the feeling of the hamstrings. Sometimes our hamstrings are quite tight. Sometimes the thighs can feel quite heavy or achy. But for now, how do they feel? That part of your body that allows you to walk and to run and to move. Allows you to sit and to stand and to be who you are. Moving your attention through to your hips, the right hip and the left hip, the front of the hips and the back of the hips. The pelvis. And this part is also a heavy, strong part of our body. Being aware of the spine that rests in between, the lower back. And just letting your attention rest on your lower back and just noticing how your lower back feels right now. Sometimes our lower back can ache. We can expect it to ache because it's ached before. But can we just be aware of how your lower back feels right now without any preconceptions or ideas or thoughts, anticipations or worries? How is your lower back? And as you breathe in, can you breathe into the lower back? And as you breathe out, can you just let your lower back go? Widen, rest, settle. Being aware of your waist, the front of the waist and the back of your waist. Your ribs, the front of the ribs and the back of the ribs. Your lung space. And as you breathe in, can you feel the ribs widen, open, expand? And as you breathe out, can you feel that whole sense of letting go, emptying, settling, resting? Being aware that deep inside your ribs, around your lungs, your heart pumping blood all around your body, oxygenated blood, keeping you alive, able to do whatever you need to do. And as you breathe out, the deoxygenated blood just returning, being expelled from your body. So having that sense, a small sense of how your body works. Can you feel the beating of your heart? And when you breathe in, can you breathe into your heart? Whatever that means to you. And when you breathe out, can you breathe out from your heart? whatever that means to you. As you send your awareness to your hands and your fingers, and just notice if there's the impulse to move, and can we just arrest that impulse? Can we slow ourselves down? Can we allow our hands and our fingers to be still, to be quiet? Usually our hands are always moving or gesturing, picking up, putting down, doing. Can we come into an awareness of how it is just to be with our hands in stillness and quietness? And notice if they're tingling in the fingertips or the thumbs. Heat. And the more we allow our attention to settle on our hands, perhaps the more awareness we find. There's loads of nerve endings in our fingertips. And our hands, very important for who we are. And when we next breathe in, can we breathe into our hands, into our fingers, into our thumbs? And as we breathe out, let go. Let go of all that importance that we can put on that part of our body. Just let it go. And then the breath comes back in. So we learn not to hold on to anything, because we know we're given what we need. As you move your attention to your wrists and your forearms, the elbows and the upper arms, under the arms and the back of the shoulders, the shoulder blades, the shoulders themselves, and just knowing this part of our body can hold the weight of the world, can hold tension, can be uncomfortable or tight, can give us pain even. So for now, not changing anything, just allowing our shoulders to be just as they are. Sending kindness to the shoulders that can support our worries. And the next time we breathe in, breathing into our shoulders. And as we breathe out, breathing out from the shoulders, letting the shoulders go. Widening, resting. Breathing in. And breathing out. As you move your attention to your throat and your neck and the back of your head, your jaw, your chin, your mouth. There's space inside your mouth, space between your teeth, between the tongue and the roof of the mouth. The back of your throat, and if you need to swallow, being aware of all those muscles that have to come into play. Being aware of all the muscles around your mouth and your lips that usually allow that part of our body to move, to talk, to eat, to laugh. And for now, allowing that part of you just to rest, to be quiet. Being aware of your nose, feeling the breath coming into your nostrils, cooler air that comes in, warmer air that leaves. Being aware of the space between your eyes, between the brows, as well as the eyes and the brows themselves. Being aware of your temples, that small space there between the corner of your eyes and your ears. The ears themselves. And your forehead, the width of your forehead. How does your forehead feel? You can hold on to tension here. It's where we frown from, where we show expression. where we think, where we solve. But for now, allowing the whole of your face just to be as it is. Not showing expression, not changing expression, but just being as it is. And as you breathe in, breathing in underneath the whole of your face, because somehow we can. And as we breathe out, just letting the breath leave from the whole of your face, inside, under. And then as you next breathe in, underneath the whole of your face, sending the breath up, this time to the crown of your head. And as you breathe out, let the breath travel all the way down through the spine, through the legs, and out through the soles of the feet. Breath comes in underneath the whole of your face to the crown of your head. And then imagine your breath leaving from the crown of the head down through the spine and out through the soles of your feet. And you just continue to breathe in this way with a sense of all of you breathing. Because it does. Imagining all of you breathing. Because you can. And just resting in awareness of yourself, your whole self, and your breath. And perhaps in this way coming into contact with just a way of being just as you are. Not changing anything, not wanting to be different, but just allowing everything around you just to be as it is. Allowing yourself to be as you are. Giving yourself permission to feel what you feel. To rest. But to be awake. And to be attentive to stillness. The opposite to what we're usually doing. And just feeling how it makes you feel right now. And knowing that in this stillness, in this sense of wholeness as well, we find health and we nourish ourselves. We just give something back that somehow as we grow older, as we go through life, we lose. Just with that knowledge as well that the more kindness we give ourselves, the more kindness we give others, and the more we receive. As the practice comes to a close and we just prepare ourselves just to come out of it, just knowing how you feel and the connection of your body with the floor, that sense of the ground beneath and the sense of the space that you're in and around you. So we can start to send our awareness outwards a little bit, maybe to sounds, to other things. So preparing ourselves to go back to the rest of our lives, moving our fingers, moving our toes. And taking your time, if you want to stretch, you can stretch, keeping your eyes closed or opening your eyes, whatever you're doing, can you still keep that level of awareness and attention? Knowing that you can keep this level of awareness and attention on whatever you're doing throughout the rest of the day. You're making a cup of tea, or eating, or talking, or listening, driving, shopping. Whatever you're doing, we can have this level of attention. So we can always work with this idea of mindfulness or nourishment and care. So taking your time and coming out of the practice, and just allowing yourself to be exactly as you are.